In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 14, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Pittsburgh Pirates versus San Diego Padres. The San Diego Padres and the Pittsburgh Pirates will wrap up their 3-game series on Wednesday, August 14th. San Diego has been on a hot streak over the past month, winning an impressive 18 out of their last 22 games. This strong performance has secured them a spot in the National League wild card race. On the mound for the Padres will be Martin Perez, who was recently acquired from Pittsburgh at the trade deadline. While Perez is now with a playoff contending team, the Pirates are struggling at the bottom of the National League Central Division with a 56-63 record. Pittsburgh has been in a slump, losing 9 consecutive games and 11 of their last 12. The big question for this matchup is which version of Mitch Keller will show up for the Pirates. Keller currently holds a respectable earned run average of 3.65, but he struggled in his last outing, giving up 7 runs. On the other hand, Perez has not received much run support this season, and that trend is likely to continue in this game. The Pirates, who are averaging 4.19 runs per game, are expected to find some success against Perez. Although Pittsburgh might not be the most popular choice, they have the potential to pull off an upset, making the Pittsburgh Pirates money line our full game side pick. Although Keller doesn't possess the same overpowering presence as rookie Paul Skeens, he remains a dependable option for the Pirates and should be able to keep the Padres' offense in check. While Keller had a rough outing against the Dodgers in his last start, he had previously not allowed more than 2 earned runs in 4 straight games. As for Perez, he will be making his start for the Padres after spending the first half of the season with the Pirates. His familiarity with Pittsburgh's lineup, particularly the weaknesses of their top batters, could give him an edge. However, the Pirates' offense has been nearly non-existent during their current losing streak, and they are likely to struggle once again against their former teammate, Martin Perez. Although the Padres' offense has been performing well, it may not be enough to overcome the Pirates' offensive struggles, especially considering Pittsburgh's .235 batting average on the road. The opening game of the series went under the total, and this game is expected to follow suit. On Monday, the two teams combined for just 3 runs, and with Keller and Perez on the mound, another low-scoring affair is anticipated. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus Baltimore Orioles. On Wednesday evening, the Washington Nationals, who currently hold a record of 54-65 and are positioned 4th in the National League East, will face off against the Baltimore Orioles, who boast a strong 70-49 record and sit at the top of the American League East. This matchup marks the second game of their 2-game series at Camden Yards. Nationals pitcher Hurst has encountered significant difficulties when pitching on the road this season, failing to secure a win in 3 starts and struggling with an earned run average that hovers around 7. Meanwhile, the Orioles have consistently outperformed the Nationals in recent meetings, winning 5 out of their last 6 encounters. The Orioles pitchers have been particularly dominant, posting a stingy 1.28 earned run average and a WHIP under 1 in those 6 games, which suggests that the Nationals could struggle to generate much offense in this contest. Baltimore has been formidable at home, winning 57.6% of their games, and their hitters have been on fire, boasting a .307 batting average over their last 6 home games. In contrast, the Nationals have struggled on the road, losing over 56% of their away games. Offensively, the Orioles hold a considerable edge, ranking near the top of the league in several key categories, while the Nationals find themselves in the bottom half of those same categories. To compound Washington's challenges, Baltimore's pitching staff is also among the league's best, ranking in the top 10 in multiple statistical categories. For the Orioles, losing a game like this is simply not an option if they are serious about winning the American League East. The Nationals, having effectively given up on their season weeks ago, are vulnerable to Baltimore's potent offense. While Dean Kremer has had his share of struggles, especially at home, the Orioles should have no excuse for losing this game. Therefore, the Baltimore Orioles money line is our full game side pick. Heading into Tuesday's action, the Washington Nationals had a record of 60 to 54-5 in games that went over the total this season. The Nationals rank 18th in the majors, averaging 4.27 runs per game, a number that slightly increases to 4.32 runs per game when they play on the road. On average, Nationals games have seen a total of 9.04 runs per game, with that figure climbing marginally to 9.1 runs per game in away contests. For the Baltimore Orioles, they entered Tuesday's action with a record of 67 to 43-9 in games that went over the total this season. The Orioles are ranked third in the majors, averaging 5.07 runs per game, although that number decreases slightly to 4.86 runs per game at home. This season, Baltimore's games have averaged 9.35 total runs, a number that drops to 9.13 runs per game at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. In his most recent start, Hers allowed 2 runs over 2.2 innings, and with Baltimore's top-ranked defense on deck, he's likely to struggle again. Kremer, on the other hand, has not been particularly sharp either, as he currently carries a 4.7 earned run average. While the Nationals' offense has not been as prolific, they are poised to take advantage of this situation, making this a high-scoring affair. Given these factors, our prediction is that the game will exceed the projected total, making over the projected total our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Cincinnati Reds. The St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds are set to wrap up their 3-game divisional series on Wednesday evening. As the series draws to a close, both teams are looking to gain an edge in what has been a closely contested matchup. In their first 8 matchups of the season, the Cardinals and Reds have split the series evenly, with each team securing a 2-2 record in Cincinnati. Heading into Tuesday night, the Reds hold a 29-31 record at home this season, while the Cardinals have posted a 29-32 record on the road. Cardinals pitcher Kyle Gibson has been particularly effective on the road, boasting a 5-1 record with a 3.34 earned run average this season. In his career, Gibson has excelled at Great American Ballpark, going 2-0 in his 2 starts there. The Reds, on the other hand, have struggled offensively at home, with the lowest batting average in the National League, hitting just .226 and scoring 266 runs over 60 games. With St. Louis fighting for a playoff spot, currently sitting 7.5 games behind in the Central Division and 2.5 games out of a wild card position, each game carries significant weight. The Cardinals will be relying on Gibson's strong pitching to secure a crucial win against a team they have a slight edge over. Before Tuesday's game, the Cardinals had a 6-4 record in their last 10 games against the Reds. The St. Louis Cardinals are in dire need of victories as they are only 2.5 games out of the second wild card spot, making every game crucial to their postseason hopes. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Reds have been inconsistent at home, winning just 3 of their last 6 games, and their wild card chances are dwindling as they remain 4.5 games out. Cardinals pitcher Kyle Gibson has proven to be a key player, holding the Reds to just 1 run over 6 innings in a road victory earlier this season. Gibson has been stellar on the road, posting a 3.34 earned run average and a 5-1 record, with the Cardinals winning 4 of his last 5 road starts. The Reds had expected to start pitcher Carson Spears, but he has been scratched from the game, which could play to the Cardinals' advantage as the Reds may have to rely on their bullpen. Given these circumstances, the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. These two teams have a history of tight, low-scoring games, with the under hitting in 6 of their 8 meetings this season. On average, they have combined for just 7.3 runs per game when facing each other, with one side scoring 1 run or less in 6 of those games. Neither team is known for its offensive prowess, with the Reds ranking 14th in the league, averaging 4.5 runs per game, while the Cardinals rank 22nd, scoring 4.14 runs per game. The Cardinals' offense is even less productive on the road, averaging just 4.02 runs per game, and the Reds tend to score slightly fewer runs at home, with an average of 4.43 runs per game. The performance of Reds pitcher Carson Spears could be a concern if he struggles to make it through 5 innings without giving up multiple runs. However, pitching at home could work in his favor, as he has generally performed better in Cincinnati. On the Cardinals' side, veteran pitcher Kyle Gibson is expected to manage the Reds lineup effectively, helping to keep the score low. Given the high total set for this game, and the fact that the under has hit in 120 games combined for these two teams this season, as well as going 7-3 in their last 10 matchups, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.